Luke Getsy has officially signed with the Las Vegas Raiders. This could only mean one thing. Well, not exactly, but it's pretty likely that Justin Fields could be a target of the Las Vegas Raiders heading into this offseason. And Cliff Kingsbury, the supposed new coordinator for the Raiders who got cold feet, can't really blame him, but he ends up in Washington for the Commanders, and that means Eric Bieniemy, the player favorite OC. Obviously not. He was hated by many players. Supposedly, he just starts a lot of shit, gets into it a lot. He is apparently out in Washington. Where will he end up? I have no clue. I thought he was always a decent OC. I'm sure he'll land on his feet somewhere, whether that's still in the league or in the collegiate level. I think he'll be all right. But Cliff Kingsbury in Washington, quite an interesting move. I feel like somewhere in the contract he signed, there's some sort of line or conversation outside of the paper of him maybe taking over in the future, depending on how it goes with Dan Quinn. Another reason why he signed Washington, new owners. I feel like they gave him a lot more money. I'm sure information on that will get released in due time. But there are some interesting articles out there that indicate the Raiders won't pursue Justin Fields, even though there's a connection with Luke Getsy. Justin Fields did have some quotes in this past season, not liking the offense. So who knows what their relationship is behind closed doors, but I don't know. To me, it makes sense. Okay, relationship might not be perfect, but and who knows how Luke feels about Justin. He got fired because of the offense. Justin Fields is in charge of the offense, his offense, so who knows? I still like the move. I don't know. I just think it's a weird hire. I get it. It could be a panic hire, but you only do this if you're trying to get Justin Fields. Otherwise, what's the point of getting Luke Getsy? I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me if you're not trying to pursue Justin Fields. But along with that, I read another article about a potential trade for Justin Fields to the Raiders, and it's Davante Adams and a second for Justin Fields. Raiders fans, how do you feel about that? I think it's intriguing. I'm not sure how I feel about it, straight up. I feel like if you don't have a quarterback, though, I think you got to get rid of Davante Adams or any receiver that's elite. Because if you have an elite receiver and he's in a bad quarterback situation, his value will probably go down in due time. So I don't know how I feel about that trade right now. I'd have to think about it. But intriguing. There's also some reports created by some Pittsburgh media that the Steelers could be interested in Justin Fields too. That would be a really interesting landing spot. I mean, obviously you got Kenny Pickett, Trubisky, and Rudolph the reindeer over there. So not the best quarterback room. Fields would obviously be the starter day one, I hope. Definitely an interesting move for Fields in Pittsburgh. Good run game. Has two good weapons and a solid tight end. I think that's very interesting. I think if I'm the Steelers GM, I'd give the Bears a second straight up for Fields right now and call it a day. But I like that move a lot. But to bring it back to the Raiders, they kind of got screwed over by Cliff Kingsbury. Hey, it happens. It's not the first time a coach backed out of a deal. Shout out to Josh McDaniels and the Colts back in the day. Wow, the Colts dodged the bullet there, but you know, I just don't get this hire if you're not going to pursue Justin Fields. It just makes no sense to me. Who else are they going to get? Bo Nix? I don't know. I think Justin Fields is better than Bo Nix. Bo Nix is already like 25, 26 too, so interesting past week for Las Vegas. But I think the dream scenario for Justin Fields is somehow going to the Miami Dolphins. Not going to the Raiders, not going to the Steelers, even though the Steelers, that's a pretty good spot. That's a pretty good spot for Fields. Going to the Miami Dolphins, again, I made a video about this a while ago. Justin Fields on Mike McDaniel's offense is ludicrous. I mean, they already have an elite run game. They have Tyreek. They have Waddle. I mean, to have a mobile quarterback, I'm telling you, it would be crazy. It would be nuts. It would be must-see TV. Dog walk teams, like it would be entertaining. So, if I was Justin Fields' agent or just in his inner circle, like, let's somehow facilitate that trade. Like, I don't care. Just do everything in your power, create buzz, create articles, you know, have leaks, do what you got to do for Fields to go to Miami. It's possible because it's an AFC team, so it's not like he's getting traded to the Vikings or something like that. But what do you guys think? Where should Justin Fields go? Where do you want him to go? Raiders, that's not a bad spot. Josh Jacobs, he had one good year, honestly. Devontae Adams is solid. Mayer, the tight end's not bad, but I don't really know if that would work. I feel like it's kind of a meh move. That's a competitive division, man, so I don't know about that move. I don't know. Justin Fields to Pittsburgh, I like it. I like it a lot. A lot more weapons there. I trust Mike Tomlin. I really do. That defense is always going to be solid. So a move there would be pretty good in my opinion. But Miami, I think that just, I just think that's a match made in heaven. But let me know. What do y'all think? Where should Justin Fields go? Where do you want him to go? I'm excited to find out. That's all I got. Peace.
The Chargers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good feeling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you've got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
And now as we look at some gaudy passing numbers, he's within striking distance of breaking the single-game pass yards mark.
Well, he's 75 yards away from breaking the single-game mark for the most yards. Intercepted! Nice job of the defense that time.